Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Real-Time Training. I'm your host, Paul Turner, and this is part two of a two-part video on fifth quarters. And in the first video, you'll see a link down below here where you can get to that video if you'd like to, and watch how kind of we processed it and kind of the fifth quarter setup and those kind of things that we did there. We'd love for you to go see that. In this video, I want to talk about the follow-up aspect. And sometimes we see big events, but we don't see kind of the follow-up strategy and things like that. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about the follow-up strategy that we use here. And it's super simple, and you can use it for any outreach. It doesn't have to be just for fifth quarters. But in this case here, as you saw in the other video, we had kids fill out registration cards, and we put them in the bucket here. And so that's where we drew from and things like that. But let me just show you some of the cards here. The first group of people I want to talk about how we do our outreach and how to do the follow-up is once we have these cards, we had kids fill out these register to win cards, and I won't show too many names or anything like that. But in this first batch of people here, I have a group of people, and one of the things here, if I can show you here, was church you normally attend. This will tell us a lot here. So if you can see that, church you normally attend there. And so that tells us immediately there, if they don't go to church anywhere, that may be somebody we want to follow up with and say, well, you don't go to church anywhere. But one of the keys is this, and something we have to respect in the outreach process, is I gave people an opt-in option. In other words, at the very bottom here, says check here. It says check here if you'd like to updates about Fusion youth group events. And if they check that, then that gives me permission to contact them, and I want to contact them and they want information. If they don't check that, then I don't contact them. So because I want to respect their privacy, I want to respect their cell phone and things like that. And you can actually do more harm than good if you try to follow up with kids who don't want to hear from you, or they already go to another church, things like that. And that's why we focus on the kids who don't. But let me just break down here what this tells me here. The information here tells me how many kids came. And if you didn't watch the other video, by the way, we had 60 students show up. Pretty good for our small town here after the football game. 12 of those kids were probably our kids. And the rest were gas football players, cheerleaders, which was really kind of blew my mind. But we also showed a little short video, and we wound up seeing 5 kids raise their hand to receive the Lord that night. So that was really powerful, really, really kind of cool. And our whole team did a good job. It wasn't just me or anything like that. We had a great team of adults. We had a great team of students who helped and chipped in and did things. So always have a good team. In addition here, some of the things we look at, I was shocked by how many emails were on there, that just about every kid came in and had an email of some kind. So this tells me something. This is kind of new thinking, we think, well, everybody's on Facebook and everybody's here. These kids have emails, and so now I'm going to follow up with them. But let me give you a few other things here, what this tells me here. I have a cell number there that I put on there. This particular group here are people who said, that they did not want to be checked in. So I'm going to take those things here, and there was probably a good portion of them, but I'm going to lay those to the side. The second group of people that we had here was our kids. So I took them out immediately and said, okay, I know where they're at. I don't have to follow up with them. They're with me. The last group of people here we have are those who did want to be, and I had maybe, I want to say 20. I think I got 20 here, 20 of these cards here, and all of them have emails, and all of them check that they want to be contacted for another event. So I'm going to email them. I'm not going to get into their cell phone because I don't have their. One thing, if you ask for cell phones, you're going to have to also ask for service providers. If you have some sort of tech system and things like that, because you have to know what their service provider is, otherwise that will be kicked back to you. So I'm going to go ahead and email them about an upcoming event on a Wednesday night. We're doing Duck Dynasty night next week, so I'm going to send them an email and let them know what's going on. So the 3 groups that I have here to kind of show how you divide up these cards that you got. Number one, a group of people that are obviously your kids. You take those out, put those in a pile there, and you follow up with them however you want because they're your kids. Then you have a lot of kids who say, look, I don't want to be checked up. I'm already committed to my youth group. That's something you really want to communicate to those students there. Is look, if you already attend a youth group, we ask you to be committed to that youth group. You are welcome, though. We're going to let you know about upcoming events and things like that. And you're welcome to come out when your church, doesn't meet or things like that. We don't want to take from other kids and other churches' youth ministries. That's not our style. That's not what we do here. then the last group of people is the people that you do want to contact, and those people that says, look, those are the people that want to be contacted. They did put their email. So if we do a Friday night, Saturday night, a weekly thing, something that's off a church night, then that's what we want to be able to look at. So that's the follow-up process for us. We take the cards, we divide them out, we respect kids' privacies, we invite them to things that are not going to conflict with the church they're already committed to. And if they're not committed to a church, then you know what? They may just be able to find us and hang out with us. So it'll be cool. So anyway, that's my follow-up strategy for outreaches. And I'm your host, Paul Turner. Thank you for being here today. If you have questions about any of the things we've said, if you have a question about outreach or what would you do or things like that, please leave a comment down below. I would love to answer those questions for you if I can. And if you need a strategy or outreach ideas or things like that, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. We'd love to talk to you about it. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. That lets me know what kind of videos you enjoy me doing. And then also, if you're brand spanking new, thank you for joining me today. And be sure to hit the subscribe button if you want more videos like this in your inbox. So thank you again. I'm your host, Paul Turner, for Real Time Training. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.